In this video we're going to be looking at what's meant by enterprise migration agreements. Enterprise migration agreements are not a form of immigration. They are not immigrating to Australia. They're just allowed to work here for a temporary period of time and are sponsored by an employer. So when you see the term enterprise migration agreement, it's basically a custom program designed to allow Australian companies to source overseas labour on a temporary basis, and it's only allowed to issue these enterprise migration agreements when there are legitimate skill shortages within particular markets. So if there are Australian workers that are able to fulfil those roles, then they must hire Australians first. The other rule with enterprise migration agreements is that they must be paid Australian market salary rates. So what I mean by that is you cannot pay these people below minimum wage. You can't pay the minimum wage if they're working in a skilled profession. You need to pay them the market salary that they would receive, just like an Australian worker would receive if they worked in that industry. So the idea of enterprise migration agreements and 457 visas are the main ones that we'll look at, are to address skill shortages and capacity constraints in the economy, and they're particularly prevalent in the mining and resources sector. But the idea is to source labour on a temporary basis to fill skill shortages. They must be paid Australian market salary rates. You have to test the local labour market first, so you have to try and find Australians first, and they have to have the correct skills to work in that industry. They are totally uncapped, so they can go to any level depending on the level of skill shortages in the economy, and they are driven by the needs of the labour market. There has been situations in the past where companies have complained, or not companies, sorry, the government has looked into companies because there hasn't been legitimate skill shortages in those industries, and these 457 visas have been costing Australians jobs. So the idea of 457 visas is to help to reduce capacity constraints. So type of capacity constraint is skill shortages. Even though you can't pay these people below the market salary rate, they also help to reduce the upward wage pressure that skill shortages can have on industries, and therefore have benefits for businesses in terms of lowering their cost of production and making them more willing and able to produce. So if the labour market was left totally unregulated and they just let as many immigrants into the country as they possibly could with no government intervention, that would lead to much lower wages, lower costs of business for businesses, reduced inflationary pressures, and should promote growth. The only problem with it is they can lead to increased unemployment amongst Australian citizens and can be bad for our living standards. Even existing workers may experience worse wage pay and conditions if we have a greater level of 457 visa use. So in terms of what industries 457 visas have been used in, registered nurses, cooks are another big one, software programmers, civil engineers, accountants in the past. So a lot of these industries had legitimate skill shortages, they no longer do, and one of the problems is that too many immigrants have been allowed into these industries when skill shortages existed, and in some of these industries on 457 visas are still here, but in most industries we're not looking for those on 457 visas.